Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when this video finds you. Let's come into a seated, easy meditation pose. Left foot right in front of your hips, right foot right in front of your left foot. Palms come onto your knees. Palms are facing down to Mother Earth to receive that earth energy, grounding energy, or palms are facing up to receive that life force, increased energy from above you, pranayama. Pointer finger and thumbs come to touch. Getting ready for a short Om. Inhaling through the nose. Keeping your eyes closed, remain in stillness and set your intention for what you would like to receive out of today's class. Are you in the middle of manifesting something and you want to focus your energy on already having that thing? Would you like to receive more grounding energy? More energy, pranayama, increased life force, whatever it is. Taking a nice deep inhale in, bringing your palms to heart center, rubbing your palms together to create some warmth and love between those palms. Bowing your forehead down, namaste. The light within me sees the light within you. Raising your palms right above you, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute, receiving that pranayama, life force energy above us. Exhale, let's go ahead and twist over for a little bit of a spinal twist, keeping our spine straight. Left palm reaches behind us, right palm reaches for that left knee. If you would like a little bit of a deeper twist here, maybe your gaze looks up and looks behind you to your left fingertips, spinal twist. Taking a deep inhale in, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salutes. Exhale, switch sides, arms come to the other side. Right palm to behind you, left palm to your right knee, spinal twist. Maybe your gaze looks over to your right fingertips. Inhale, arms come up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salutes. Interlocking our fingers now and then lifting our palms up to the ceiling. Nice deep stretch here. Maybe coming forward, arching that back. Inhale, coming back up. Bringing those palms back just a little bit more. Exhale, releasing. Cartwheeling our palms over to the front of our yoga mat. Let's go ahead and sit with our heart and our intention for just a minute here. So knees to the outer edges of the mat, big toes come to touch each other. Inhale, pushing forward with that belly button. Shoulders are hugging each other. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing your hips to your heels, keeping your hands in front of you extended child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat. We'll take about 5 breaths here. Focus on your intention. Keep on thanking the universe for providing you with your intention. On your next inhale, coming back to center, slowly starting to bring your knees back to center. Keeping your palms where they are. So if you want to readjust, maybe bringing your wrists right below your shoulders, and then keeping them about shoulder width apart from each other. Let's go ahead and bring our palms so that they're about 1 hand distance away from us. Coming to the top of our toes, lifting up our hips, downward facing dog. Feet are about hip width apart from each other. Toes are pointed to each other very slightly. Walking out your dog will take about 5 breaths here, warming up our body. Start to integrate your yoga breath, your usually ocean breath in the back of your throat, if you haven't already. And gaze to that belly button for a nice opener. Looking forward to the front of your mat, stepping, hopping, or jumping to the front of your mat. Keeping your feet so that they're about hip width apart from each other. Inhale, halfway up, Urdhva Uttanasana, straightening out that spine. Exhale, let's go ahead and come into a ragdoll forward bend, grabbing onto each elbow, swaying from left to right, ragdoll. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, inhaling, coming up into Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center, and then cactusing our arms like a cactus. Shoulders are held back. And then slowly releasing, exhale to Dasana, mountain pose, lifting up our chin, standing up tall, bringing your belly button in. Let's go ahead and come into a sun salutation to warm up our body. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salutes. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway up, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, bringing your feet onto the yoga mat, stepping, hopping, or jumping to the back of your mat. Let's come into a plank pose. Inhale, shoulders above those wrists. Exhale, knees to the mat if you would like for a modification. If you don't need the modification, coming down, chaturanga, elbows to the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog, top of the toes, opening up that heart center. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We'll take a little bit of a breath here. So just take some nice deep breaths. Gazes to that belly button. And your next inhale, turning your left heel into a 45-degree angle. Stepping forward with your right foot out in front of you. Let's come into a warrior one on the right side of that body. Left hip comes forward just a little bit to make sure our hips are parallel to the front of that mat. That front leg is in a 90-degree angle. Exhale, let's go ahead and bring our hands to the sides of our body. Left toes can come out just a little bit more. Keeping that right leg in a 90-degree angle. Graceful warrior here. Maybe your left arm comes back. Right arm here. Right fingertips pointed behind you. Graceful warrior. Inhale, straightening out those arms, warrior two. Exhale, let's go ahead and come forward. Framing that right foot, stepping back. Chaturanga modified is okay here. Inhale, shoulders on top of those wrists. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Top of those toes, shoulders are holding each other back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a little bit of a breath here. And then let's go ahead and bring our, inhale, bring our right heel into a 45-degree angle. And then stepping forward with your left foot out in front of you. Arms coming up, warrior one on the left side of the body, strong back leg. Leg in front of you is in a 90-degree angle. Right hip comes forward a little bit here, so that our hips are parallel to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms to the sides of your body, warrior two. Right toes can come out just a little bit more. Exhale, graceful warrior here. Right arm behind your back. And then left fingers pointed behind you. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. Exhale, hands in front of you, framing that left foot, stepping back. Inhale, shoulder in on top of those wrists. Exhale, chaturanga modified is okay. Inhale, upward facing dog, top of those toes, holding those shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog, taking a breath here. We'll take about 5 breaths here, walk up that dog just a little bit more. Bringing your left foot to center. And then bringing your right foot up, your right leg up, 3-legged dog on the right side of that body. Maybe you stack your hips, stacking that right hip on top of that left hip. Inhale, straightening out that leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, release. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So that right foot comes to center. Left leg comes up, 3-legged dog on the right side of the body. Maybe stack your hips, left hip on top of that right hip. Inhale, straightening out that leg. Exhale, coming back down. Releasing the knees down onto the mat. Let's come into a little bit of a cat-cow, massaging out that spine. Knees are right below our hips. Wrists are right below our shoulders. Inhale, belly button to the mat, chin to the ceiling. Exhale, arching that back like a cat who just woke up. Arching that back. Leaning back with your hips a little bit for a flow. Inhale, looking up, coming into that cow. Exhale, arching that back. Cat. Inhale, looking up. Let's come into a cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, last one. Exhale, cat. Let's go ahead and come back to neutral pose. Crossing our ankles behind us, bringing your seat to sit behind us, and then extending out with our legs out in front of us. Coming into a 90-degree angle, palms to the sides of our body. Fingers are pointed to the front of the mat, engaging our feet, engaging our legs here. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, leaning forward with that belly button first. And when your belly button can't reach anymore, maybe grabbing onto your thighs, shins, ankles, or your feet. Releasing that forehead down. Slowly inhaling, vertebrae by vertebrae starting to come back up. Placing your hands to the sides of your body. Bringing your hands back so that your fingertips are right at the level of your hips. And then inhale, pushing your belly button up to the sky. Reverse plank pose. Gaze looks up. Keeping it strong here. Keeping those glutes strong. And releasing. Releasing your back onto the yoga mat. Peace fingers wrap around your big toes, elbows to the insides of your knees, swaying from left to right, happy baby. Maybe you put a smile on your face, like a happy baby. And releasing the feet down onto your yoga mat. Releasing the legs down to your yoga mat. Taking a full body stretch here. Arms come up. And then legs come down. Stretching as if somebody were pulling onto those fingertips, pulling onto your legs. Nice deep stretch here. And then giving yourself a nice big hug, releasing. Exhale. Rocking from left to right here, massaging out that lower spine. And then making any last movements that you would like to make before coming into Shavasana, laying down pose. Feet to the outer edges of the mat. Hands to the outer edges of your yoga mat. Closing your eyes, taking a deep inhale in. Placing your left hand on top of your belly, your solar plexus, your belly button. And then placing your right palm right above your heart center. Focusing on your breath, extending your breath, making it longer. And imagining that you're in your happy paradise place. Your safe space. Where are you? And what are you doing? What can you see, hear, touch, taste, smell. Paying attention, sending love to your heart now. Sending love to your solar plexus, your belly button. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, releasing all tension now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing all tension, becoming completely present in the moment. With your eyes still closed, gently starting to roll over to the right side of your body, giving yourself a nice big hug, thanking yourself for bringing you through your practice today, and anything else you would like to be grateful for. With your eyes still closed, gently starting to come back up into a meditation pose. If you would like, maybe you come into a warrior seated meditation pose, which is essentially just, if you would like a little bit of a modification, maybe it is coming to the top of your ankles, sitting on top of your ankles with your knees together. Or maybe if you have a yoga block, bringing your feet to the sides of your body, knees are still touching, sitting down on that yoga block. If you don't need the yoga block, maybe sitting right in between your feet. It can feel a little intense when you're just starting out, but the longer you do it, the more you practice it, the easier it will become. This is how a lot of people like to meditate in yoga, because it's a perfect straight back. Pulling those shoulders back. Taking a nice deep inhale in through the nose. Bringing your palms to heart center, bowing your forehead down. Namaste. The light within me sees the light within you. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, and I can't wait to see you again tomorrow.